that hair right.
I'm not playing.
Move over.
See, y'all can't even show up for a cup of coffee or to do somebody hair. Y'all have somebody hair.
Why? I think you don't recognize me because I have this thing on my head and I have my arms out. I never wear my arms out. I have my arms out. That's why you think I have more tattoos than me.
Right, because I'm looking like, wow.
Oh no, I just don't wear my arms out.
Keep going, sweet.
Natalia, I don't recognize you, Natalia. You have more tattoos or something. No, I want to though, but I want to get a lot of these erased.
They said that hurt more than getting the tattoo.
Shantae, you didn't go?
Oh, don't play with me, Mr. B. I'm about to do it. I ain't gonna tell what he said because none of y'all business. He said I can get a raise if I get crab legs tattooed.
Crab legs tattoo. Now that's funny. You need to get that.
I'm just saying, what you mean? I need a crab legs, but it gotta at least be a $50 raise now.
At least.
I ain't gonna pay $5 a day.
1 minute, y'all. 1 minute.
Pan the camera back over here. They don't push my head down. Pan it back from me, please.
Exactly. A big nice red one. Sneeze on it. And oh well.
They said it's good. Oh, TK said pat it down.
Ooh.
Pat it down.
Nah.
Not patting it down.
Yeah. Because it was sticking up.
You're fine, Willie. You're fine. At least you got a good lineup.
You said you messing it up.
I messed it up.
No, really, you messing it up. I'm supposed to.
Yes, it do. The front had a little something going on there. No,
All right, y'all, we're gonna get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, welcome back to an all new episode of Point of View. Thank God it is Friday. We have some juicy topics to get into today with you guys. Oh Lord, be with us. It's Friday. Y'all happy or not? Yes, happy Friday! Let's welcome Willie back to the table. He's always here to, I want to say he gave us the tea, but he put a little water in our tea. You know, maybe a little ice cube from time to time.
Put a little milk in.
Okay, Willie. Not the milk. Well, you do be giving milk from time, but you should be giving dark coffee.
Yeah.
Especially on Friday.
To the script there, okay?
Right. Thank you.
Coming up on today's show, Diddy confirms he turned down a plea deal ahead of his trial. Plus, a dozen Philadelphia Eagles players skipped the White House visit with Donald Trump. That is interesting. We'll see how Willie feels about it in a little bit, and later we'll be back with Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion. So pull up a seat, join the discussion. You're watching POV. Just days before his federal trial kicks off, Sean Diddy Combs has officially rejected a plea deal. That means he's taking his chances in court. Meanwhile, Diddy is facing serious charges like sex trafficking and racketeering, and yes, if convicted, he could be looking at life behind bars. The stakes really couldn't be higher, and his trial is looking like it's going to be one of the most talked about cases of the year. Do you guys think Diddy has a chance? Where we at with it?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't care how many people he pays off. I don't think that he has a fighting chance, honestly. Like, when it comes down to it and all the evidence comes out and more people come forward, it's going to be a wrap, and eventually he's going to have to talk in order to, if he wants any time outside of a jail cell or even to see the outside world again, he's going to have to drop some names.
Whoa.
He's going to have to mention other people.
Honey, before he could mention a soul, I want you to know that soul will be snatched right up out of him, okay? God forgive me, but those people are not having it. At this point, Diddy is the sacrifice. And do you guys remember, like, back in the day when we used to hear about celebrities and people that, you know, big drug dealers and stuff like that, that they would be in prison and it was like a paradise? Do you guys think Diddy would be in that kind of prison?
I mean, they.
Like
I
a
mean,
luxurious
well,
prison
well, did
cell.
they do that with what's her name, the chef?
Yes,
Martha
Stewart.
understood, yeah.
She had them decorated, had flowers and.
Yeah, she had to drop the whole new kitchen line.
Right.
I wonder what this would be.
I don't know
able
if
to
they
do.
would do that for Diddy. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Well,
so sad.
Well, wasn't the whole situation, like a lot of people say, it started because he didn't want to do the deal, or he wanted something different with the Croc alcohol line? Was that what happened? Ciroc, yes. And so this kind of transpired out of that?
He wanted to do what with Ciroc?
Wasn't he like started some noise with them or something? He was coming against the owners or something. Y'all didn't hear that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
he was
I
the
don't
owner.
know. I know. I don't know who the secret owner of Ciroc is, but at the end of the day,
Yeah, but I see it.
I mean, it must be some old money because I don't know anyone. The people that I do know that drink liquor, no one drinks Ciroc. Do you know anyone? I don't. Yeah.
I think that
Wasn't that his
when
company?
people don't take plea
I think
deals,
so.
especially like that, it must be that he knows, like he's trying, because one, plea deals are, is you saying that you are guilty for those things. So it may be a strategic move on his behalf, where he's just declaring that he is an innocent man.
Yeah, I think maybe.
We know he's not innocent, but he's trying to see how many people he could buy off to get out.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do think that we know that, he's not innocent. We don't know, but we think we know this. But at the end of the day, I just feel like why he maybe shouldn't get the full extent of what his sentence could be is because there are too many other people that have not been implicated yet. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt that's not fair. Yes, the parties were hosted at his house, but there was a lot of back doors getting knocked out by a lot of people as well.
Did all of the people from Epstein's case get charged?
No.
We
So
still
what do
waiting
we
for
think
the-
that everybody
They're
in
waiting for the
Diddy's
list.
case is going to be
Well, all of
charged?
the people that was probably doing a lot of, or most of it, they either killed themselves or something happened to them.
Or they-
So, I mean, I ain't
Well,
sure
they
what
don't
they're
want-
doing yet with
yeah.
Or they the same ones sitting on their
No,
thrones
the
in
girl-
the Senate and the
the girl, I
Congress
forgot the girl's name, but
and in the
she's still in jail.
CEOs.
After he died, she's still in jail.
I do remember that. I don't remember her name, but thank God I don't know none of
Start
these
with a G
senators.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but if this
Yeah.
was anyone else in the public eye, do you think people would be reacting differently, or is it just because it's Diddy?
It's Diddy.
Really?
I think it's
This,
Diddy.
this thing happens so much, and people over.
Brush it under the rug.
Right,
Come over.
because some people don't even believe that human trafficking even exists.
Oh, God.
And so I've talked to people like that, because they look at the movies and think of Taken, that someone's just picking you up in a truck and you just going off and don't realize it could be your next door neighbor. So just because it's Diddy, it creates a buzz, but this happens every single day and right here in our backyard. So yeah, if it wasn't for Diddy, they wouldn't pay it no mind.
And what I do want to say is that I'm a firm believer of the one and only true living God, okay?
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. But at the end of the day, I did see this thing on YouTube with the psychic that was talking about she had channeled, I can't remember her name, but she channeled Kim Porter, and she was talking about the book that Kim Porter had allegedly wrote before, and she gave it to somebody, and all the stuff was going to come out with Diddy right before it all
Yeah, so
came
it was a
out.
tell-all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's part of why she got killed. But at the end of the day, like I didn't say died, she got killed. But anyways, it's just that there were so many other people involved. And as much as I believe Diddy should 100% pay for what he did, I really want to see someone else come to justice as well. Like
He
a
was
lot
the
of people.
ringmaster, so
I don't
it's
believe
like,
he was a ringmaster.
Oh, I absolutely.
I no way,
Yeah.
because it's the same thing to me. Like if you guys watch the show with Franklin, back in the day when the government was bringing the drugs in, y'all know the show I'm talking about.
I don't know who Franklin is.
Franklin, oh my God, just forget it.
I was trying to help you. I don't know. I'm just saying Franklin is not.
Snowball.
Oh, I'm about to say Franklin. I think about the little turtle.
Yes, no. So to me,
cartoon.
it's the snowball. It's the snowball effect. Like Diddy
Okay.
is definitely no ringleader. He was a young black guy who wanted it enough, and they gave it to him and said, "Hey, you come and you do it. You build it up for us." And how they tried to kill Frank, and he ended up having to be a crackhead. Diddy didn't want to be a crackhead. Now you're gonna be a jailhead.
You think Jay-Z is over Diddy?
No, Jay-Z is another young black man that just
Yeah,
wanted it
they're
so
all
bad.
ringleaders. There's always somebody that's greater at it. And you ever watch John Wick, and it was the least person that you thought was was this
Right.
man in the middle of the desert
Mhm.
that was actually the root of all of it. And you thinking that
I
it's this
could
person,
see
that person, but it's somebody you would least expect it to be.
Well, it probably
He
came from
always
somewhere over there up under the Vatican or the White House. And talking about the White House, y'all, let's talk about the drama that recently went down at the White House. The Philadelphia Eagles were invited to celebrate their Super Bowl win with President Trump, but a dozen players, including quarterback Jalen Hurts, said no thank you and skipped the visit. The official reason, scheduling conflicts. But let's be real, do y'all think this was a silent protest or just bad timing?
Well, what would they be protesting about?
I think that it was a missed opportunity, even though you may not like the man. Now, if it was a scheduled conflict, that's fine. And everyone has their own right to their own thing. But you know how the climate is, and the moment anyone misses anything like this, is instantly going to be put on the fact that it's a protest, he's against Trump, and this is going to be maybe taken out of proportion. Maybe he really actually did have a scheduling conflict. But I think it would be crazy not to take that opportunity, because I'm pretty sure there was well in advance notice that you were getting ready to go.
Cause you would have took that opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Donald Trump called me today and said, baby, I want to meet you tomorrow. I'm not going.
Okay.
Right,
I'm about to
excuse
say,
me.
so, excuse me.
I'm not going.
I thought you
I know,
sell out.
I was like, what?
But I'm not gonna lie.
We would be there
I'm not
3
gonna
hours
lie.
early.
I'm not gonna lie. I will take this to the Lord in prayer first, because I don't know what he would tell me. He might be
See, you
wanting to
never-
do something. You never know.
Exactly.
You
You never
never
know.
You
know.
might wanna take
I
the
want you to
soul.
say
Baby, my soul ain't for sale. He can't take it. He's not that powerful, honey. Don't get it twisted, okay?
God trying to get Trump's soul
Listen,
saved.
I might win. I might go up there and win Trump's soul, okay?
Yeah.
Like, hey, one for the kingdom. But listen, they said
a real one for the kingdom, huh?
God leads the 99 to one. Listen, y'all play too much. But a real question is, should athletes be expected to separate their personal beliefs from their professional requirements? We know Willie gonna say yes when it comes to things like visiting the White House.
Well, it's a team. One of the things about a team is that you practice team leadership. And I think that this is a part of that. It's a team. And even when they went to go see Obama and other presidents and other groups had to go, you never saw that take place. It's only when it comes dealing with Trump. You have to, as they say, take one for the team. Go out there, stand proud, take that opportunity, and move to the side. It wasn't like Trump would go out and ask them to vote for him. That's over. He's the president of the United States. Take that opportunity.
I wonder if is it almost the equivalent of when they say give Caesar what is due to Caesar? Because, I guess the respect is due to Trump as the president.
I mean, it to me is a respect thing, and it just shows.
I mean, I said, I wonder. I didn't
Because
say wonder.
at the end of the day, one thing, when we grew up, you wouldn't ever, they used to have us fearful to talk about the president when I was growing up. My family and stuff, you would think that the CIA was always listening, you say something about
They are always listening.
But I'm talking about then, they would make you seem like,
They was
you
listening
better
then.
not say nothing, you better not say nothing. And so you always had a respect no matter who the president was. And I think that just because of the climate today and everybody's so opinionated that they feel like they can just respect, even if you don't like him. Because even with the Obama, and I left the country when Obama became president, but I still had, some level of.
Well, I would have just said I was in fear to go that close to the president if people are trying to shoot his ear off for letting
But
him.
Oh, yeah, really.
You know?
Was Jalen the only one that didn't
No,
show
they
up?
said it was about a dozen.
Oh, it was about a
Eagles
dozen.
players, yeah.
So then that's where the protest part comes in, because
Oh.
everybody ain't got the same
Well, I
scheduling
don't know what they
conflict.
would be protesting.
Well, you don't know. They could have won the Super Bowl and wanted to finally see their mamas, see their family,
Right.
their children.
You know when the Super Bowl was?
No.
No.
In February.
That's a nice try, Tyler.
I hope you saw your mom before that.
Listen, y'all, we have to take a quick commercial break, but coming up right after this, we have Girlfriend's Guide and Unpopular Opinion. So stay tuned. You're watching POV.
All right, y'all, we're gonna do the commercial question. One second. Okay, we can go, Jenny. Or not. All right, action.
Happy Friday, y'all. So I have a question. What is your go-to phrase before you get disrespectful?
Mine is, first of all.
Okay.
That's what I gotta say. First of all.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it is about to happen.
Okay, listen, Raquel was so ready for that. I believe her. This is probably on point. For me, I try not to get disrespectful like that now because I feel like disrespecting someone else is also disrespecting myself. And me in this list. But yeah, so I think that's what it is. But I think new training one, and I'm corny, y'all, but it made me, what the hell?
Before you get disrespectful, I would laugh. Really, what's yours?
Mine is, you don't know who you're talking to.
Whoa.
I can see you. I can see you.
that. Yes.
You don't know who you're talking to.
I think mine is situational. I know everything is situational with me, but I really say, please leave me alone.
Oh.
That's my warning.
That's when you about to cut up.
That's my warning of please leave me alone. And if you don't leave me alone, then that's on you. But if y'all have something, a go-to phrase before you get disrespectful, drop it down in our comments so we can read and see, you know, how y'all be acting.
Y'all be acting.
Alright, y'all, 10 seconds. I think something's happening with the teleprompter, so FYI. 15 seconds. Yeah, the time is off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Welcome back. In this segment, we have a little something for everyone. Whether it's love, life, relationships, or everything in between, let's dive into Girlfriend's Guide. So, motivational speaker Ace Metaphor and Cam Newton recently had a spicy conversation about men in their interaction to women. Ace made a bold statement claiming that a lot of heterosexual men don't actually like women. Let's take a look at this clip.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life.
Well, Willie,
I got what it's saying.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thank you. I was wondering because y'all was all looking crazy like nobody knew what he was saying.
I got what it's saying. I was just trying to figure out
Okay.
what
Explain
place it says the name is supposed
explain
to
it
sit
to our
on.
audience, please.
What he's trying to say is that most heterosexual men are not able to really like a woman for real because they're into what she can provide as far as her body. So you're not into her as a person.
Or what the body has already done.
Or what the body has already done. But you're not into her as her, you know, I believe you have to fall in love with a woman the same aspects it would be body, soul, and mind. And so he's saying all it is most of the body, so therefore you're not with her for real. You just want what she can offer to you for the body or the things she can give you. So that was a good point.
Yeah, he got it at the end. Yeah,
at the end.
Yeah. Like, where's the going? Yeah. I understand what he's saying. That's all I got.
I think it's so funny too. A lot of times, you know, now when we listen, like people don't even listen. Like we've been ready to say, like let the people finish now. I'm going somewhere with this. You know me, I'm kind of long-winded, so y'all be like, but you know, in the end, we gonna get where we're going. But what does it actually mean to truly like someone beyond physical attraction? What do you guys think?
You get to know them. You listen to them. You really like. I say this all of the time when people are dating. Like, you really have to get to know somebody. Like, you really have to take the time to learn the special details about that person because everybody is different.
How long do we think that takes?
To get to know somebody, you
Always.
learn somebody
Evolve.
forever
Yeah.
because people are forever evolving. You know, like you could meet somebody today and they could be, you know, on whatever journey they're on, and then they could fall into a depression. They could be a totally different person, or their career could be on an incline and they could be a totally different person within months. You know, so people are forever, you know, evolving.
I think it's liking their mind, liking the way they think, liking their personality, just liking like who they are, liking their spirit, liking, you know, those things with the things they like to do, and being involved in it. I think that's liking beyond the physical.
Yeah, because eventually something gonna sag and something gonna dry up. And so you got to go a little past
The
the physical.
That's
But
right.
let's be honest though, how much weight or like what percentage would we really say physical attraction is? Like, come
How
on,
much-
because a lot
like,
of
how
people
much
would be
weight?
like, I feel like it's about 75, 25.
But
whatever
I think
less.
that depends on when you're younger, because you want, as a man, you want to have the baddest chick because that's the competition with other men. I think when you become mature, it's more of, okay, this is something long term. You can go out there and have somebody that looks pretty and they say,
Really, I hate when you get up here and you lie.
that is true.
You're not gonna sit up here and tell me you're gonna meet with somebody ugly over somebody that you.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay,
I'm saying
that makes
that
sense.
when you're younger, you're
I'm
more
totally
concerned.
Are you younger
Now,
yet? Or you
exactly.
older?
Okay,
I'm older.
he's past younger.
So
So
I-
let's talk about you.
So, look,
Oh
wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait,
Hold on.
wait, wait,
Look,
wait,
you
wait,
don't know who you're talking to.
You gotta leave it alone. You gotta leave it alone.
First of all.
I am so done with you. Listen, get back to the story with the Lord here.
Right.
I
I get what Millie is saying, but he's not younger no more. So what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to help him with his because he's not getting to it fast enough.
So are you at the place, Willie,
Where he could be with somebody ugly.
yeah, you already
Oh,
got
no,
somebody
that's
else.
right.
That's what he was
I
saying.
was
You're in
saying-
between younger and older. You're in between your younger
Right,
and
but
older.
it-
You like fugly. Define it.
Oh my
ugly.
goodness.
No. Y'all, I'm 37. What I was saying is that as you get older, you mature, and it's no longer just caught up
Yes.
if she got big breasts and a big booty.
It's never just
Got
about
a big
looks, though,
butt
but we
and
have to be
smile.
honest when we're dating and we're single, you know, like that first initial like invite to somebody is the attraction to them.
Oh,
You look
absolutely.
at them because you're not gonna
Well,
go.
initially, you can't
You-
see their personality.
You're not exactly.
Yeah.
You're not. It's your attraction to that person. You don't see their soul. You don't know their personality. You
Well,
literally
absolutely.
look at them. You find them attractive, and then you enter a conversation with them.
So
You're not gonna
honestly-
approach nobody ugly trying to
You
have
got
a
to have
conversation
it.
with
Well,
them.
I mean, absolutely, because your Lazarus got to rise, amen. And so, if you, so you got to be able to have some kind of attraction. I try to keep it as clean as I could. Amen.
That wasn't clean at
Oh,
all.
thank you.
Okay, listen, let's bring it back. Willie's just a full head and a Friday. And he's acting like he's not supposed to go to church on Sunday. I don't know what he's doing on the weekends now, but do we think that the way that men are viewing women is changing, or do we think that traditional views still dominate when it comes to attraction? And I want to get back to that question. What percent do we feel like physical attraction has? Like,
It's situational. Like we can't just say that, you know, it is a specific.
Okay, but I'm
percent
saying
of
like
the
judging
situation.
off of your past relationships or dating.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, like what do you think that
You
looks
have to
like?
say personally. We
Yeah.
can't just say a wide variety of percentage, like and put everybody in a bubble. But for me personally, I feel like attraction plays a huge role. I'm a full-time model, you know, so I feel like the way that I step out and the way that I carry myself, like I just can't be with anybody. Like I have to be.
They got in your model too?
They don't have to be a model, but you have to be my type of attractive. You know, like I don't care what nobody else says about you or what they see. They might think you ugly, but as long as I find you attractive, that's all that matters to me. As long as you are my type of fine, sexy, cool piece of thing, that it's me because it's my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as long as you fit my agenda,
We're
we
going
good.
somewhere. Y'all done took it back.
Okay, listen, we're gonna move on to the final segment of the day, cause they really ain't just getting down to the percentage. I done asked for it 3 times.
You can't
It's
put
time
a
for
percentage
our
on it.
because the people ain't telling the truth. So, Stephen Miller, senior advisor to President Donald Trump, announced that schools must teach children to love America in order to continue receiving federal funding. I have no clue what Trump is finding these people. But Senior Miller, whatever, is calling out woke culture and pushing for a total revamp of the education system. Let's take a look at what this fool has
This
to say.
administration is also fighting to get critical race theory out of our school districts. Children will be taught to love America. Children will be taught to be patriots. Children will be taught civic values for schools that want federal taxpayer funding. So as we close the Department of Education and we provide funding to states, we are going to make sure that these funds are not being used to promote communist ideology. For any nation to be successful, it cannot teach its children to hate themselves and to hate their country.
What I want to say, God is so amazing, and I thank God for an on-time God. God put it on my heart today. One of my friends that used to be a client of mine, I bumped into her today, and God just kept telling me to tell her to start a school, like to start a school, because her background is kind of like she used to teach classes, CNA classes, different classes, to like underprivileged kids, and something just told me, God just kept telling me to start a school, and I didn't know it was going to be because of this foolishness.
It sounds like an indoctrination into communism, is what that sounds like. In loving America,
Right.
you're not even
Do
teaching
America love
nobody to
us?
love God. So why are we,
Well,
why
Raquel,
are we
to
talking
correct
about
you on
loving
that,
America?
he did do that. Now, all
Who
jokes
did
aside,
this?
he
Those
did,
who
he
can't
did
return.
open up for the prayer to return prayer back to school. That was
Okay.
done a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Now, what this is doing is, it is trying to get away from it being taught in the schools that there are, and there, when he says about hating yourself, he means that there's so much in schools where people are going there and feeling like they're not fitting in because of different colors of their skin. So he is trying to, I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but Dr. Alveda King is one of the advisors to President Trump. Y'all know who Dr. Alveda King is?
Tell us.
That is Martin Luther King's niece.
Mhm.
So he is surrounded by civil rights leaders of that time who also gives them information. So these individuals who are talking here are just talking about removing the indoctrination, but not wanting us to have communist ideologies. That's in
Really?
school.
It sounds like, I mean, just from that, it sounds like we're gonna have like the siren, the speakers go off and
Fight
say,
the new world
bow
order.
down to the Nebuchadnezzar Trump.
No.
What we actually-
None of
When
it
are they
has to
gonna
do,
teach the kids like credit? Like when are they gonna teach the
That-
kids that?
that-
Because we have
Can we teach them
have
love?
schools that teach kids about religion. They go to Catholic schools, or they go to, you know, like church schools, like they go to private schools that actually specialize in those type of teachings. So in a regular public school,
They don't want black children or children of color to even understand credit and all type of
Well,
things.
now,
Because every
let's-
time
let's-
you have,
the problem.
every time there is even a funding source, whether it's through the SBA or anything else, once black people get a wind of it, you know what happens?
Shut
They
that
shut
down.
it down.
Now, so
Please.
let me
After
help
everybody
y'all.
been
Let me
buying
help
Section
y'all with
7
how to go.
towels, see
Hold on,
everything
I
else.
gotta
Right,
help you.
right.
Yeah. Oh.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that it is now in the state's responsibility for school. In the state of Florida, they have just made it that it is a requirement to teach financial literacy to the seniors before they can even graduate.
Seniors,
And-
seniors,
Right.
whoa!
Start
One
that
semester
earlier.
before you go on to the rest of your life?
right?
What is a parent's responsibility then?
Listen, okay, you know what?
Why do
All right,
they
go
go to
to
school?
school.
They go to school.
Before we get there, don't
We can-
y'all
let's
even
not-
worry about
let's not even talk about why they go to
It's
school.
Friday, and we're gonna carry this
Talking
on
about
next
teaching new
week.
math.
Maybe
We
we'll
are gonna
be
carry
there,
on
maybe
next
we'll,
week.
y'all stay tuned to see.
Cause I'm coming back.
Oh, Lord Jesus. But before we go, here's a quote of the day by Willie Montague. Lord Jesus. God is going to do for others. What is it,
That's
Willie?
not what I say. God is going to do for you what others thought they had the power to stop.
Oh, amen. I
Well,
receive
glory
it.
to God.
Okay. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Whoa. Sorry, Felicia. I don't know what that was gonna say.
I thought you was reading it right too. That's how I saw it.
That's the power of influence. You heard something to start off with and you went with it.
Yeah, I heard it the same way.
Lord have mercy.
That was
Denisha,
funny.
hold on before you cut the mic off. Bring this part back next week because I got something for you.
Yeah, please. Don't worry, I'll be in the best.
I'm gonna do like I used to do in Americana. Remember I used to bring my prompts.
Oh, Lord.
I used to bring in the little baby. I used to bring in the little baby.
You're not taking
He
pictures.
was always clowning. No, we're supposed to be taking pictures every day. That's what
Yes,
you should say.
yeah, make the head. Boom, boom.
Y'all picking during the show.
That's not the same.
So by Monday, my hair will be moisturized. What's the name of the substance? Can you text me the name of something?
You know it don't happen overnight.
I know it don't happen overnight, but it's the process that's
Yeah, yeah, well, that's right. You start that
You
process,
gotta feed
darling.
it.
Your hair gonna look just like Raquel in a year.
You better not wear no man.
Woo, happy Friday.
But I'm surprised.
Yay.
See, my mom has down her back, but she had that because we have Indian in the family. Her hair is just like it's down here, but she has that silky hair.
And then she went to daddy.
No, my brother hair is rough. Now he's rough on with his hands a little, but he has his locked up so he can make a difference.
But you know, it's different. You know, you have it's just coarse hair. Or
Well,
when
my
it's, like,
hair
growing
was
in the
originally
scalp.
not like that until
like
I
Brillo.
started having that diagnosed with that cerebral the adult version of cradle cap.
I don't know what that is.
You know what I'm talking about? And that changes your hair. You know what I'm talking about? It starts to out, it gets in your beard. I got this tissue oil and all, and but when it heals, it's
You
most
taking the
beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But it's the you know what I'm talking about? That comes in.
Your hair's not really
Stop.
You ready?
It's
Taking
not really
pictures, y'all.
coarse though, it's just tight and dry.
Yeah, that's all it is.
What?
No.
We're not taking pictures.
No, Mr. Harris only. Thank you for your service.
How do you think it is?
I'm just joking.
No, Bliss, no. We're taking pictures.
That is funny.
I think this is the third time you're questioning my abilities.
No, when was the first and second?
Mommy, I'll make sure it's fair like I did last time.
You want sweetie, you'll wait for me.
Okay.
Just wait.
There is a God who loves us.
Thank you.
You got some folks up there?
Junie, baby.
They all gone. I think they
No.
Are they there? Glory. Glory.
Oh no.
Oh, this is my car.
Junie,
They were there for a minute,
Junie,
but there's no
Junie,
interaction. I guess they'd be like,
Come on now. Come on,
footage.
chameleon. Come on now, he got
He's
these clapping,
covering
you
my
know,
whole
he
situation.
Not situation.
Oh wait.
Damn, I'm gonna get Trump on the show. Watch today.
Make sure it's a damn not here.
Listen, if you can look at the camera like that, baby, look at your nose. And you looking down, you looking down the barrel of the
It
gun.
died. If it died, we could go.
Hey, look.
Oh my god.
It
That's a
died.
sign from the
Thank you,
Lord.
Bliss. Come again.
Sign from the Most High.
Thank you, Bliss.
It's time to wrap it up.
Wow, Bliss, they put you down.
Don't forget those papers.
Oh my gosh.
I'll pick up
Bye,
this one.
Kiki.
And if you
No, Bliss, we done.
Are you serious? We're not taking.
I mean, you can take pictures if you want.
Denisha said we supposed to take pictures.
We did.
You know the county hired these.
We got at least one, right?
At the county. A lot of open
What's up?
positions, kitchen staff, even the, well, I'm at the board on, kitchen staff, even the people for utilities.
Okay.
Yeah, they need.
This is why they left, Bliss.
Okay.
Lots
This
of
is why they
county-
walked away.
county positions open.
It's frozen.
We just gonna wait for Mr. Harris.
Mr. Harris.
Oh, okay. I'll wear this again.
That's the-
Won't be the last time.
That's
Oh.
Let me step up.
Well, everybody showing the depths.
Good night.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
How you doing?
What up? How you do?
What are you up to?
Trying to get some followers. That was honest. Have a good night. He was like, huh? What you even talking about? Hello.
Kids these days, especially the COVID children.
Thank you, you too.
All right, can we schedule for the podcast, please? You know, I'm very busy.